How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your host, Jesse Morgan, and I know I'm not in my normal corner for Nerd Corner, but I do have my Aquaman hat on and some nerdy shit in the background, that being Skylanders right up there. So I hope that'll do for this short little video. Anyways, this is just kind of like a off-the-cuff thing and wouldn't have really been touched on if I hadn't seen it already. But Screen Junkies News just did a video saying Superman takes on the KKK in a new movie. And I did watch the video, and they didn't really say too much. They were kind of going back and forth with whether uh, Disney or Warner Brothers or whoever should do it. And they didn't really say too much other than whether they wanted to see it or not, and if they like the idea. But I kind of want to delve a little further into the subject matter. And the idea of a film, or even a documentary about the old radio show, apparently, that Superman did versus the KKK. I didn't watch it. I didn't research what was said in the old radio show from the 19 whatevers. I kind of want to just cover the idea of Superman taking on the Ku Klux Klan as an idea. It's kind of really weird because, one, the Ku Klux Klan, is a social issue. That being the racist bigots and have done terrible things to people who aren't white, for one. And, and on the other hand, you have Superman, who, when he tackles a problem, it's normally something like a giant monster crushing or destroying his city, or like other Kryptonians popping up and fucking with his city, or just Lex Luthor doing just really evil businessy type of stuff, and Superman rushing to save the day and stopping them, and just kind of, it requires him to do super heroic things. So it's kind of weird that they would write a story about Superman, who is used to just solving problems by punching it in the face with a super punch, as people have said in the comments under the Screen Junkies news video, to tackle a social issue like that. And I don't know how that would work. I mean, what is he gonna do? Fly to a Klan meeting and just fucking laser beam everyone's face off? Just shows up and like freezes them with his super breath and just punches the Klan members into oblivion, and that's how he solves it? Like, that'll kill a couple of the Klan members, but destroying one Klan meeting isn't going to get rid of the problem. So I don't understand how Superman is supposed to solve the issue of the Ku Klux Klan or disperse them. I guess he would have to do it as Clark Kent and maybe infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan and take it down from the inside. But that really defeats the purpose of using Superman or Clark Kent. You don't need a ridiculously overpowered superhero to take down the Ku Klux Klan. You need someone like fucking The Question, like Vic Sage. You need someone like him to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan and take them down from the inside and figure out all this information. And it doesn't require a fucking super strength alien from outer space to do this. So, I mean, I get the fact that Superman back in the day was supposed to represent like the biggest symbol of hope and justice in the world, but honestly, it could be done by pretty much any other character. It doesn't need to be Superman, and he can't just solve it by smashing it or punching or super punching it into oblivion. It needs to be handled with precision, care, subterfuge and like intelligence and spying and years of undercover work that Superman, to me, in my point of view, just does not have the time for, not with his job as a reporter and trying to save the world from all these galactic threats and you know, like Darkseid coming and trying to take over every fucking year, or like Parasite stealing his powers, or looking after what Lex Luthor's doing. Sure, he's fast. He's almost as fast as one of the Flashes. You know, he can get things done really quickly. But that's once again the point. Taking down the KKK isn't a fast, quick little job that you can do by spinning around the Earth a few 100,000 times per second and just, you know, wiping that out of existence. It takes time. It takes abilities that I don't think that Superman actually has. So I don't know. I don't understand why the writers would make it be him, how they explain it away. I don't understand how he would be the one that's best suited for the job. Like, if the Justice League was together already, someone would assign one of the members the job of going undercover and taking down the Ku Klux Klan. And I don't think that person that would be assigned that job would be fucking Superman. You don't send a tank to take care of a healer's job. You send a healer in to do a healer job. You send a tank in to fucking crush other tank-like or giant monster creatures. If you don't... Sending Superman to take care of the Ku Klux Klan is like throwing a house at an ant. Sure, it might kill the ant and it might solve your problem, but it's a little over the top and a little not creating, you know, you might have got rid of that one ant with that giant fucking house, but you're missing the molehill, you know, 5 steps away from your house and that deep underground cavern of a bunch of other ants. So Superman does not need to fight the KKK. If anyone needs to fight the KKK, it's going to be the Question or Batman, maybe, if he has time away from Gotham to stop all that shit from happening. Maybe Gotham has like a couple of dry years where there's no supervillains and the Joker's hasn't escaped from Arkham for the millionth fucking time. Then maybe Batman can go do that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I just haven't done my research and listened to that old radio show. I don't know if I'd have the patience to sit there and do that. If it's available anywhere, maybe link it up and I'll try to sit down and listen to it and figure out how they explain away him being a necessity to taking down the KKK. But without any prior knowledge and just hearing about that story, it's stupid. I mean, not the idea of taking down the KKK. That is a good idea. I mean using Superman to do it. Anyways, this has kind of just been my rant. Didn't really have too much to say about it, besides the points that I brought up. I think I've hit the nail on the head a few times. I'm beating a dead horse now. Just let me know what your thoughts on Superman versus the KKK being a new movie, or even a documentary about the radio series that went on. I'm not sure what it is. They didn't really explain it in the Screen Junkies news video. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about Superman versus the KKK. Let me know who you think would be better suited for that kind of job. And I don't know. Let me know if you'd actually want to see that as a documentary or a movie. I don't see fucking Henry Cavill and those like fucking iron pecs going in to fight the KKK undercover. I just don't see that happening. So let me know your thoughts. Stay sick and stay nerdy.